Hello, we're going to do another one because I said so. You don't have to be here if you don't want to be here. That's all there is to it. Just know that there's divine timing in play. So, as with anything, you have the opportunity to accept or decline. This is an at-will interaction here. We're going to use the Herbal Tarot deck. I have never used this one before. I may have bonded with it. What's on the bottom? Temperance, Echinacea. Okay. We'll see what happens. We're going to... Okay, well, first off, numero uno. Welcome to those practitioners of love and light. Welcome back for another ride. I think this will be a fun one. So, to ensure safety, that we're buckling up, and that we're putting on our safety hats, and we're going to invite the angels of light and love to direct and protect these messages. My chakras, my auras, my space, and that of my crew right here. This is a timeless energy reading. And what are we going to inquire about? Why you've made the most wanted list. Yeah. We're going to figure it out. What makes you most wanted? Okay. We're going to invite our ancestors of light and love for the highest wisdom for our highest good. That means that there's a collab going on right now. Okay. The Fool card, ginseng. The energy that we have when we approach a new journey. It's about stopping and smelling the flowers. It's not like completely like, oh, okay, let's just like just jump into this new opportunity, like what is it, out with the old, in with the new. It's not completely about that. It's a journey in itself within the transition of stepping into something new, you know. So it's seeing the light, but also capturing like what's already of essence right here and now. Do you see? This is the good stuff. It's a reminder of where you've been and what abundance you've encountered, especially towards the end, embarking onto the new. This is making it out of the forest, making it through the thick of it. So not many actually get to even accomplish this once within this lifetime. So what makes you most wanted? What makes us most wanted? What made us like chart the list is like the qualities that endow one prior to stepping in to like making the first foot in. So it's like, so like in my interviews, I have to be very careful with verbalizing, oh, I just want to get my foot in the door, or I just need to get my foot in the door, because some people perceive that as like, oh, this person really wants to like basically ladder climb or do some kind of deviation of that, when all it is just like, I just need to pay my bills. You want me to be real, like why I want to work for your company or whatever, it's the highest paying opportunity right now that I know I can do. That's all there is to it. There is the value. I have work ethic, and I'm not gonna be part of a company that I know is like would go against my belief system. So that's all there is to it. There's a lot of room for growth when it comes to learning about the company and its people and its dynamic. But like, I'm not going to smooth you over with small talk on like amping up the ego. Oh, well, I think it's this and that. Like, I'm not the scripted type of girl, okay? And if you're looking for diversity, well, you've got it right here. It landed. This Gemini sun landed in your lap. Right here. So, anyway, ginseng, lots of energy. Okay. What else? What made us part of, like, the most wanted list? A lot of people, you know, like, they're not gonna... I think transparency is, like, a huge deal when it comes to that. Like, setting, like, the record straight. The foot in the door, even if it's just the toes. Dude, what do you want me to say? Like, you will be very lucky to have me on your team. That's all there is to it. No cap. Like, for real. Like, the spiritual realm, the tarot community is very lucky to have me supplementing, you know, the array of knowledge and approaches. Like, I know it. And it's not me being, like, on a high horse. I'm, like, speaking from down here, like on my little freaking footstool here. My little beanbag footstool that I bought used. Seriously. That's where I'm speaking from today, okay? In front of my day bed that cost $20 that came in very janky, that I had to problem solve. Seriously. And that quilt right there came from a garage sale from, like, a Grammy who, like, did it by her own hands. And she was so happy that somebody was, like, right on with her. Like, thank you for making it. That's awesome. Seriously. People think, like, I got this comforter on clearance, and I loved it because it's soft. And it has the sun on it. It's bright. And even though, like, I don't dig the color yellow as much, it's golden. And it reminds me of the Eye of Ra is with me. Because it found me at, like, such a singular moment. It was just in one trip within, like, just the... It wasn't even the urge to splurge. It was more like I needed something to, like, amp up the cumbersome nature of going through a dissolution process. And it's like, you know, like, being, it's not even like, seriously. So I'm not here to convince the haters. I'm just saying, like, I know my worth. Okay, I don't need to give you, like, a freaking essay to prove it. I don't even need to bullet point these things for you. But this is just a little sampling of, you know, Tina. Just because, like, I hear that when I say these things, I hear, like, a huge, like, it's like an earload of clear audience of people saying that, like, I'm conceited. And it's like that I'm bougie. I don't know, like, you know, it's crazy. That's crazy talk. So let's get resituated here, peoples. Energies. How did we make the, you know, the most wanted list? What makes us, like, chart the most wanted lists? I think it's patience. It's like the suspense, like, oh, what comes next? What card is going to be dealt from the divine? Because not many get, I don't think anybody really receives the same messages that I do. I mean, I'm not saying I receive all the messages, but okay, these two. Okay, just like that. So what is this? 6 of Cups and 5 of Cups. Aw. You know, it's about, like, okay, first off, okay, we got the watermelon card and the horsetail card. Okay. So, horsetail is actually an herb that's used by, I think, like, Native Americans when it comes to healing. You know, like, it's like an over-the-counter, like, common herb that's used to fix things. I forget what. I think I have some horsetail here. But anyway, something to, think about. But it's knowing when to, like, have to, like, say goodbye to things, like proper mourning. Not everything, deserves a tear, but, it's knowing that, like, you got to pick up and go. But, like, saying, like, having that closure, personal closure, because not all relationships, like, want to play well, but those that do, like, that's at the forefront. So abundant, so refreshing. Especially when you need it most, like during the summer. It's like a tall glass of water delivered to you, but, like, satiates your appetite as well. That is a slice of, like, that's a cup right there. Like, sharing is caring. Let me quench your thirst too with what's quenched mine. And so it's this is like the nostalgia of what it's like, without all the, like, grown-up drama of adulting, like what that does to you. It's a lot of wear and tear. So I have the experience of the wear and tear, but I don't let it, like, wear my tires down, or what is it, like, I don't let that mask the energy. Well, we don't let that mask the energy between, like, bonds. So we don't let that stuff get in the way of a true connection. So what am I getting? Connection is made. What is that? It's called connection. I don't think it's Republica. It's I forget what's the name of it. I can see her face. But anyway, what makes us most wanted is having the ability to create relationships. Like, it's immediately identified that it's non-threatening, and it's just like, hey, you want to share, like, you want to sit with me? It's not like, can I sit with you, but you want to sit with me? It's that invite, right? And that's very, very refreshing and satiating, let me tell you. The other thing is that, like, we know that we can't win them all, and that's okay. That's okay. It's just like saying goodbye. Okay, like, okay, you don't want to play. That's cool. It's fine. Like, you don't want to play nice. That's fine. I'll just say goodbye. However long I've known you, even if you're in passing, like, okay, moving on. So that's what we do. Sometimes it takes a little sit down and some contemplation, but, like, we honor it accordingly. And what makes us on the most wanted list is the authenticity of identifying both realms and addressing them accordingly. Especially with this being a faceplate, like, that's the prominent energy here. I like it because when we're starting new journeys, we're talking about, like, relationship building, and with that, there's also a breakdown of what works and what doesn't. It's the terms and conditions of what enhanced the prior states, what enhances the upcoming. Like, they're identifiers. So when we look at our triggers and we address them healthily, they become identifiers rather than, like, like the BS button. You know what I mean? It doesn't. The triggers are no longer alarming. They're more like, I don't know, buttons that you button up. Yeah. That's interesting. Okay. I like it so far. So I think it's that also a transitional value of being able to, like, add some perspective to what seems like almost like 2D, like at surface level. So we are able to elevate our understanding of the frequencies and the complexities, the intricacies of bonds, even on a very, like, ionic type of level. We understand it within different ranges. I like it. So what makes this on the most wanted list? 8 of Cups. more cup energy. Okay. So, yeah, it's knowing when to, like, step away from, like, things being a little much, right? It's a reality check. We're like, we're not going to tap anybody on the shoulder. We're not going to excuse ourselves like, oh, I just need to take a potty break. No. Like, there's so much turbulence sometimes. There's just, like, so many complexities that everybody's, like, already involved in their own world. So to, like, notify anybody that we're stepping away, it's like we were already kind of, like, obliterated from their existence because their reality is very self-involved. So we mirror that energy through Heyoka, like empath type of workings, and we do our personal homework, which is like, I just need a breather. Like, you know, the sails are up, and it's you know, like finding calmer waters. This is the first blend that I'm seeing of the Six of Swords energy and the Three of Wands energy alongside the Eight of Cups, like embedded in here. So the Three of Wands is like your ships are coming in. With the essence of that, like, we're shipping out. You know? We're taking a personal vacation for some, you know? And this is not about all fun and games. This is a hiatus right there. This is knowing that, like, okay, maybe condensed form, we're just taking a couple days off to take a breather and assess, like, what's recreating balance. So this is also saying the Eight of Cups is an implication, you know, that we're coming back to it, okay? We're coming back with our chin up, our cup full, and we're adding the ninth cup. Independent happiness, like, we brought that to the table. We brought ourselves filled to the table, and now we have Nine of Cups. And now all can benefit, not just I. So it's like kind of like a saving grace, having to step out for a second. And this is not like a smoking break. This is not like, you know, like going to sleep. This is very much mindful within waking state. All of these cards that were mentioned here, the Six of Swords, the Three of Wands, the Eight of Cups, it's very much within the awareness, within waking state. Some of it's going on subconsciously if you're looking at the Six of Swords energy, but, you know, this is all good in the hood, seriously. Okay, what is that gravel root? I've never worked with a gravel root before, as of yet. But it looks like it's a coastal type of, the way it's implied, it's a coastal herb. Okay. So what makes this chart the most wanted list? I like it so far. It's so good. Mind you, what I'm reading for is basically my energy and those that vibe alongside with it. Not the copycat energy, not those that desire. It's those who apply themselves and aspire in their aspirations. So it's not like stagnant energy. This is people who make a move on it and within its constancy, within its flow, that respect the energy to invest in it, you know, fully, honestly. Not just like as a formula to get from here to there. It's not just a method. It's a way of being. Mm-hmm. Okay. Golden Seal, that's judgment, and then Comfrey. The World card. Yeah, so we're very karmic. We have good karma. Because we close cycles. That's what we represent. What we do is what we represent. You know. Looking at this, we have the imagery hidden here of the number 10. That is destiny. That is completion of, you know, like cycles. This is moving forward. This is taking the wheel of life as it progresses, as it unfolds. This is the wheel of fortune. This is destiny. This is fated. So, when we're within that alignment, which we are, that's what we present. That is the energy that we give off. So, inevitably, that's what people encounter. They face a means of closure. They face judgment. Receipts are due. Receipts are in. Yeah. So that's what makes this the most wanted list, because especially if people have been doing really, really well, they want to see that return. So they're going to closely associate with us. But if they're like fucking around, and they like want to even steal that energy, right off the coattails, they really can't, because they're weighted by their own baggage. And so their tenacity, like their grip, is it mimics their energy. So that flimsiness, that lack of will, they kind of lose grip of like their own reality, and they're part of the fallen, which means that like they face their own judgment. And so when we're following within alignment, which we are, that's protective in itself. That's what makes us most wanted. By each polarities and all that's in between, because who wouldn't want a piece of that, right? Like even like the visuals of that, right? Even within its process, because then like that person like me is going through it, and that it is a process that is very real, that that realness is also felt, and that it's proper to also engage in that, to feel the feels. Okay, so that people know, that others know that it's attainable. Okay, what makes this chart the most wanted list? Ooh, this fell in the Celtic Fairies Tarot. Oh, the Herbal Tarot. The introduction. So we, what makes this chart the most wanted list is that we introduce other energies, not just singular energies, but like the whole deck, the whole experience is also involvement and an overlay that speaks with other sentient forms that most are unaware of. So it's kind of like education, like in a very non-traditional form. Like you normally wouldn't get this anywhere else. Yeah, it's very secret knowledge. That's what's going on here. See, like the live button on, Instagram is very much the same color as that. So it's that real-time energy, that authenticity that you can't like clip, fake, or if this was scripted, do you think I would be saying so many likes or like ums or uhs? No, my dearies. This sentience and its realness here, like full blown. It's a bloomin' onion, many layers. It unfoldeth. Okay. Pan. Okay, in reverse. But what fell on the ground is Ace of Wands in reverse. We help people pick up their wands. Like we need to pick up our wands too, like every now and then. So as we set reminders for ourselves for our magical abilities, it's like a growth mindset. So we're learning simultaneously. We're teaching as we're learning. So that's what makes us most wanted. It's like we're a work in progress, and this confirms it. Letting go of the battles of like addictions and vices, obsessions, like ways of being and thoughts that don't serve us, whether they're our own inherited or like granted upon us through like blessings in disguise, karmic disguise. You know, we do it. We do it well. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Like, don't need to put any further work into... I mean, well, how do I say it? We've already put the work into it, you know. We know that we deserve resting points, too. Five of Pentacles. Yeah. Doing away with the lack mindset. And Seven of Pentacles. It's harvesting time. What a great lead. I mean, that quad right there was excellent with Pan, the devil in reverse. You know, that's what we do when we're able to pick up our wands, when we listen to those cues of the divine. So what makes us part of like the most wanted list is we're able to give a return in the fact that like we endow people like the understanding of how they can rectify their situation, get back in good standing without fining them or confining them. What we do is we show them, like through judgment, the energies of our own, like a sample that it's a mirror for a certain reason. It's not just like a window of opportunity when they meet us. It's not just a blessing, but it's also enacting that, you know, hey, we're like backpacking that silver lining. So, you know, to that mirror, to that glass window of opportunity, we're like wallpapering that silver lining so that people can take a look at themselves and understand, you know, how to rectify their own energy by what they saw, you know, through that window of ours. So that's excellent. Okay, I think I need to move on. I think I need to cut this one short now. Okay, so the Emperor Spirit is watching out for us, and the Sun. It opened up to the Sun card. So we got a lot going for us. You know, what makes us on the most wanted list is that I'm not just like a star in the coming. Like, I'm the effing sun. Like, son of a gun, for real. Like, Spirit. Like, for real. Sirian's watching out for like that rising. What is it? Rise to the sun and I come back home. Boom, 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 boom. Alabama Shakes. Yeah, that's what that is. So I'm gonna put that right there because Spirit opened it up. Opened up the book. Bottom of the deck is the High Priest in reverse. So that's a Hierophant. We're just very like out there, otherworldly. We just non-traditional, unorthodox, like unheard of. We're fucking. Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, not sorry. We're underground. We may cuss a little bit and it may offend others. It might ruffle some feathers. But the thing is that that's somebody else's trigger. You know, those are words that are created for emphasis, and I use them for good reason. Okay, the High Priestess, for real. This is teaching. Like, this is landing the opportunity of modernizing the approach, like also reaching like in the underground, in the underworld, at the roots. Amazing. Amazing. I'm told to open it up to you. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. It's like seeing what seeds are like laid not just dormant, but that are being like planted. It's abundance in the making, which is like it's becoming independent with our thought forms. That's what it is. Planting seeds, as above, so below, what's secret and what's not. That's what we're doing here. Okay, however anybody like conceives it, receives it, perceives it, that's what we're doing. Okay, give me a second. One more run at this. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. That is I. It's also a little bit of a pause button, like, okay. So we have WAOUIRRRNJOEXH. So we have Hex, we have Rain, we have Orion. Orion is a constellation prominent within this galaxy, I believe. Wayne, but it's W-A-I-N or W-A-N-E. I have who else? Her. Join. Do I have Ouija here? I don't know. Orion is a big deal over here. So we have sentience from like the beyond also assisting us. They hear our energy. I love it. What makes us most wanted is that, like, it's not just being vocal, it's not like just the rebellion. It's more like it holds so much substance that it speaks in other languages, it speaks through other dimensions, it speaks out of this world. Like, it's it's not just timeless energy, it's very relevant. So Orion is definitely, we have Ariana, or no, Ari, Neo, we have Hera. Oh, we have Hera here. Rau, R-A-U. We have Juan. We have Aura, like in Spanish, H-O-R-A, so the hour. We have Roja, so red, again. We have Rex. We have Xena again. Gosh, a lot of warrior type of energy here. We have somebody might be from Ohio. It has a big significance here. I don't know. I feel like I have to put in Hera here. I don't know. I maybe. What makes us on the most wanted list? I think air. H-E-I-R. Or is it H-I-E-R? Hierophant hair. Let me see. H-E-I-R? Air. Okay. So not only can we do divination, reach into higher realms, but we have a greater access point because we're an heiress to from our ancestry that validates, the access points, the investments, the previous investments for the past lives through our ancestry as well, deep rooted. We have a big roar. So we have Leo strongly placed in our charts. RJ is also strong in here, as well as JR. I also have Jew here. So someone has Jewish ancestry or past life energy that's very prominent. And I have UX here. Something about coding here. But RX, definitely we're healers and we have the stuff to, heal. So, and then U. I feel like since there's limited placements on here, that it's more of like we can turn perspectives, almost not like worlds upside down or just turn the tables. No, we have the energy that doesn't just turn worlds upside down, but also turn the tables on energies. So instead of like pointing the finger to you, we're also seeing that what we can make of it, like from both perspectives, hope. This is a rainbow. This is a bridge. This is a tunnel. This is a portal. And these are many variations of what this represents when it comes to our energy. We're not only able to transmute, but transform. And that's what makes this chart the most wanted list. Numero uno. Not just make the list, but make it to number 1. And, that's the absolute most wanted, right? I like it. Let's pull one more card, okay? For just me, okay? just Tina. 2 of Wands in reverse. Constantly within the growth mindset, like, it's not skepticism or not knowing the realm of self, the sentience of self, but just constantly digging at, like delving at the opportunity to get to know myself better. Like what else do I have to offer? And with that, it's like, it's knowing that the energy behind me isn't complacent at all. It isn't like stagnant energy. And knowing that, like what makes me on the most wanted list, like chart that absolute top, is knowing that like there's so much more. There's so much more to me. And it's like the best part's the undiscovered realm, the beautiful part of Pandora's box. It's like, not like all the scary stuff and all the unknowns. These are the surprises that like it's hidden beauty for sure. Like identifying, these things. This is not the junk drawer, okay? This is looking at Pandora's box, like, taking each trinket out and like, it's like opening a pop-up book. It's very real. I'm gonna open it back up to 8 of Wands in reverse. Speak no more. That's all. Like, it's like hear no evils, speak no evil, see no evil, that kind of thing. So like, I don't have, like, there's nothing like dark to say about it. This is just like wonderful energy. Yes, I must say. All right, now that this reading is officially over, I thank my sponsors, my supporters, and all donations provided in light and love. I truly appreciate it. It's received likewise. And now that this reading is officially over, upon closing all portals, I send all energies back to their own outside of mine. I thank you for respecting my energy, my time, my investments, my work in advance, and my space in advance. I really, really appreciate that. So I'm sending all energies back to their own, with their appropriate karma, no confusion whatsoever. I send it back in light and love, closing all portals now.